guys, it's been about a week. I got the Schwinn Axum DP in medium last weekend, and you know, I assembled it, weighed it, all that stuff, rode it as is out of the box, and needed some adjustments. So I needed to get a different bar set. The flat bars weren't very comfortable for my liking. I felt really hunched over, so I just swapped out the bars from one of the other bikes. They're just the Wake bars. I think these are 720, maybe 740 millimeter width. We went with the RaceFace grips, the lock-ons, Rock Brothers pedals, going for kind of a different type of blue here, trying to keep it a little more, I don't know, neutral instead of like poppy neon. With the last bikes, I had the orange and the blue. They were real bright. This one's more neutral, I think. I went with a BUCKLOS air fork with remote dropout, or lockout, not dropout. And that's mounted here on the right side. I got a new group set. It's the kit that you get off of Amazon from JGbike. Comes with the Sunrace cassette 11 to 46. I believe I'm not lying. Yeah, it's down there, 11 to 46. This is the same cassette that I've ran on the other two bikes, and it seems to work pretty well. I like the range. This time I went with the different Derailleur. This one's actually better, and this one was less expensive. So I think that the kit, there's two different kits from JGbike that include the cassette, the Derailleur, and the shifter up front, and this one was cheaper. But the thing with these kits is they're constantly changing price, so you got to watch out for it. But this one seems to have a clutch on it. I have it engaged now, and it doesn't move. And you put the thing to the off, freeze it up. So I like that. First time having a clutch type thing here, so we'll see if that reduces the chain slap. I threw the lizard skin on here that I had just lying around. I ordered an IXF crankset. I already had the oval chainring. This is a 34 tooth oval chainring. Dropper post is from the factory. The Wake stem, 45 millimeter. This is the spider one. I like this one better than the kind of metallic-y looking ones. This one's a little bit more in price, but I like the look of it better. I went with an FSA headset. Threw in a blue spacer that I had lying around. Zoom hydraulic brakes. These are more budget friendly than the Shimano. Still not crazy cheap, but you know, a lot cheaper than Shimano right now. So these haven't failed me yet. I did receive the international version, I guess, or the backwards version, where the front brake was the right and the rear brake was the left. So I switched the hoses for each, so I had to pull these out and replace them, make sure that they were sealed still. That was a pain. These were really in there from the factory, so if you're gonna order these, just beware. If you're gonna switch the hoses, requires quite a bit of effort. And I've rode it a couple times, and I seem to have no issues with leaking, so that's good. And I think what really makes this bike night and day from out of the box is those Maxxis Minion tires with the tan walls. So these are 29 by 2.5 in the front, and they are running tubeless Schrader valves. These were really simple to set up on here. That's the stock rim still. And then in the back, we've got the Minion DHR2, 2.4, 29. I really like the look of these on this bike. I think the color just goes so good with the tan walls, the blue. Just really makes it look nice. And again, going back to the tubeless, these are the stock rims. I've set up tubeless 2 other times on the GT and on the Schwinn aluminum comp, which is no longer here. It's been given to a loving home. My dad's taken it over. As mentioned in the last video, I dropped it off to him yesterday. He was real excited. He's already starting to order parts for it. So he's got himself a different handlebar set and a different stem. He wants a little bit more of an upright riding position. So he's excited to get started on, you know, making that bike his own. But these, going back, I'm kind of going all different directions here, but setting up tubeless on those 2 other bikes was a little more difficult. I had a hard time getting the beads to set. Not sure if that's tire related or rim related, but these went on basically first try with the air compressor, of course. I didn't try it the hand pump or the floor pump method, but pretty much first try. And funny story, once I got, I think it was, I did the rear wheel first, and it was real easy. Got it on, put it on, gave it the little tubeless dance where you slosh around the fluid, and it was good. So I was like, well, that was easy. So I decided to go ahead and do the front one the same night, because in the past it had been a big chore. So since it was so easy, I was like, okay, we'll do the front. And I checked and made sure that I had the rotation or the rotational direction going the right way. And I checked, I want to say 2 or 3 times. And somehow, some way, I ended up getting the tire on backwards. And it went on just fine. And there was no spillage and no nothing. And by the time I went to go put the tire back on the bike, I had realized that I had the tire on backwards. So I had to take it off. I didn't spill too much of the tubeless sealant doing that, but it was very tricky and very messy as far as like the rim got covered in the sealant and the tires were all, you know, drippy and down, and I had to clean that all off and ended up getting it back on. And again, same thing, it was real easy. So if you're thinking about doing tubeless, these tires and rim combination, they seem to go together very well. And I haven't gotten an opportunity to take it on any like serious trails or anything, but riding around the neighborhood, you know, taking some sharp turns, making sure that the wheel isn't going to fall off, or the tire's going to fall off the rim, seems to be good. So that's everything that I've got so far. I think that I'm pretty much done. I'm down to 31 and some change on the pounds. Out of the box, it was 36 point something, so now I'm at 31 point something. My goal was to get it under 30 pounds. I think that I can still achieve that. It's going to require a new wheel set or hubs, or, you know, one or the other. If I change the hubs, I'm going to have to learn how to lace a wheel, and I don't want to do that. So I'll probably have to get a whole wheel set that's already pre-assembled. That could save me some weight there. But other than that, I think that it's pretty much ready to go. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.